Gentlemen, it's Saturday Ike Live. Your host, Ike Palmer. Stick around, the show's gonna start very soon. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode number 7 of Saturday Ike Live. How are we doing? How's it going? What's up? What's happening? This is indeed fairly epic. We don't really have much on the docket for today. So I feel like tonight's gonna be a fairly slow, fairly short, sharp, shiny, sweet, concise one tonight. And as you notice, I've got a cup of coffee, and as always, I've got my classic trusty stein of water, because I do in fact have the spicy cough once again. I've had it once before, and this is the second time I fucking got it, and I'm not impressed at all whatsoever. I may not sound too bad now, because I got it on Wednesday, and after a couple of days that shit starts to subside. I didn't get it very bad the first time, I didn't get it very bad this time, so I suppose I'm kind of lucky in that respect. Thank you guys for making me push through, come together. We're all here for the same reason. We're all here for some juicy content to be dished out. Welcome to Graves. Wagwan, homie. Let's go. Let's go. Episode 7, baby. Let's go. In a row. Who'd have thought I'd be up to 7. This is the most consistent I've ever been on any creative platform ever in my life. I'm surprised I made it this far. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the first story, as a spicy cough, it is a spicy cough. The coronavirus, my friend. I indeed got that shit. So, but what I'm going to say, let's get into this shit right now. Why don't we? Just because we're here, we're living for it. So first up on the docket, we got Winnie the Pooh recently went into the public domain, and the first thing someone thought to do was, let's turn it into a fucking slasher film. Let's turn it into Scream Part 2. Winnie the Pooh, man. My brain's all fucked up today. I'm gonna be all over the place, for real. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey directed teaser slasher film plot. Pooh and Piglet go on a rampage. Now, out of all of the characters in Winnie the Pooh, Pooh and Piglet definitely seem the most unhinged. This motherfucker just wants his honey. That's all he wants. Why is it so hard to get his honey? Well, I suppose we'll find out in the movie. You have to go buy tickets and watch it. To be fair, this shit looks kino. I'm not sure if they're like actually supposed to be Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, or motherfuckers dressed up like them. But either way, it's an interesting concept to take beloved children's characters and twist them in such a way to that it absolutely fucking disturbs everyone who used to enjoy Piglet and Winnie the Pooh as a child. I can say that I'm one of those people. I definitely love to watch a little bit of Winnie the Pooh and Friends when I was a kid, and now this has traumatized me for life. This is awesome. Thank you very much. Very cool. A.A. Milne's original Winnie the Pooh stories only lapsed into the public domain 5 months ago, but the tubby little chubby cubby, man, I told you, this is gonna get derailed real fucking fast, has already made his foray into slasher films. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, wrapped earlier this month. So hang on, they started filming before it entered the public domain. Is that legal? Are they allowed to do that? I'm sure they wouldn't have done it if they legally weren't allowed to, but it kind of seems a bit sus that they're like, fuck it, I don't care, it's not in the public domain. Because it says they wrapped earlier this month, but it was only 5 months ago they went into the public domain, unless the film only took 4 months to make. Which, in that case, I'm not entirely hopeful for the products of what it's going to be, you know, what the film's going to end up like, to be honest. Yo, welcome My Time TV Live. Welcome Mac Jr. as well. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey wrapped earlier this month, and the first stills showing a demonic Pooh and Piglet about to pounce on a scantily clad young woman relaxing in a hot tub, which we have photos for you, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about that. Have already set the internet on fire. That's definitely one way to put it, I suppose. In an interview with Variety, director Reese? Yo, the fuck no, not Winnie the Pooh. Yo, Falcon TNT, welcome to the chat. Reese Waterfield, who is in post-production on 4 other films. 4 other films? Holy shit, motherfucker spreading himself kind of thin. Fire Nader, okay, this guy, this film, and Demonic Christmas Tree. That sounds like a fucking SNL skit, let's be real. Hey, look, Saturday Night Live, Saturday Night Live. Anybody make that connection besides me? No, probably. I don't know. Who fucking knows, man? Said the response to the stills has been absolutely crazy because all of the press and stuff, we're just going to start expediting the edit and getting it through post-production as fast as we can. Massive red fucking flag. This is going to be a shit show. This is not going to be Kino at all, said Waterfield. But also, making sure it's still good. Yeah, sure, buddy. Whatever you say, pal. It's going to be a high priority. I believe you. If you twist my arm, I might believe you. According to Waterfield, who also wrote and co-produced the film Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, we'll see Pooh and Piglet as the main villains going on a rampage after being abandoned by college-bound Christopher Robin. Is this not the fucking plot to... Is this not the fucking plot to Toy Story 3? Am I wrong here? Am I the retard here? I don't think so. I think this is literally the plot to Toy Story 3. Kind of embarrassing. Kind of, just totally ripped off, because they were toys in the original story, like in A.A. Milne's book, right? So this is just Toy Story 3 rehashed, except Woody just wants to fucking murder Andy because he's getting laid in college. Whoa. After being abandoned by college-bound Christopher Robin, cope and seethe Winnie the Pooh. Christopher Robin is pulled away from them, and he's not given them food. It's made Pooh and Piglet's life quite difficult. He's not given them food? Does that mean that he didn't give them honey? Is that what that means? I don't fucking know, man. Because they've had to fend for themselves so much, they've essentially become feral. This sounds like it's gonna be such a fucking horrible film. So they've gone back to their animal roots. They're no longer tame. They're like vicious bear and pig who want to go around and try and find prey. Yikes. Yikes, ladies and gentlemen. The film was shot in 10 days. It was shot in 10 days! In England, not far from Ashdown Forest, the inspiration for Milne's imaginary 100-acre woods in the Winnie and Pooh stories. Winnie and Pooh? Winnie the Pooh. God, I'm having a fucking time, ladies and gentlemen. Fever dreams are hitting the roof. You're not wrong, Demonic Christmas Tree do sound like an SNL skit, Mayo. I know, it's kind of embarrassing, and they're just like, yeah, fuck it, fine, that's good. Greenlit. And then Firenado, like I thought Sharknado was bad. They just like take all of the natural disasters we can get and put them into one film. Oh wait, no, they did that. San Andreas. And that was fucking shit. He said audience shouldn't be expecting this to be a Hollywood level production. Jagged Edge Productions, which Waterfield runs with co-producer Scott Jeffrey, made the film, and ITN Studios have already signed on to distribute it. The release date is to be determined. Given the premise, the biggest challenge Waterfield said was balancing the line between horror and comedy. I think either you're going to make it like epic movie, like you're gonna make it totally comedic, or you're gonna make it an absolute, like, you gotta go full one way or the other. You can't be having this Marvel shit, like, you know, funny movie but it's superhero film as well, you know what I mean? Like, you can't have your cake and eat it too, so to speak, ladies and gentlemen. Like, you've got to choose one of the other parties. You can't just be like, oh, it's gonna be funny. No, you're either gonna traumatize the fucking audience, like Terrifier. Have any of you seen Terrifier? Terrifier's a fucking awesome film. That's a based film. Or you're just gonna make it a fucking comedy where like the blood is literally tomato sauce. Either way. Either way. As an example, Waterfield explained the setup behind the still above of a girl relaxing in a jacuzzi. Whoa, this is out of terms of service. I'm about to get my stream taken down, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. This is the end. As an example, Waterfield explained the setup behind the still above of a girl relaxing in a jacuzzi with Pooh and Piglet ominously standing nearby. She's having a good time. She's literally doing nothing. She looks already dead. She's a good actress. She already looks like she took the role so seriously. Girl relaxing in a jacuzzi with Pooh and Piglet ominously standing nearby. She's having a good time, and then Pooh and Piglet appear behind her, chloroform her, and take her out of the jacuzzi and then kind of drive a car over her head. And then kind of? That's not something you can kind of do. You either do or you don't, bro. You drive the car or you don't. You accelerate or you decelerate. You pump the brake or pump the gas. You kind of drive a car over here. That's one way to word it. It's scary, but there's also funny bits because there's shots of Winnie the Pooh in a car, seeing him with his little ears behind the wheel and like slowly going over there to kill her. Yeah, I'm not I think that's the end of this article. Nothing else. Oh wait, hang on. Which is why Waterfield's Pooh Bear has swapped the little red shirt for a lumberjack suit and Piglet is clad in black. It's also why other characters still in copyright, such as Tigger, will not appear. Man, Tigger being like hyper energetic mass murderer, that would be a fucking perfect idea for a film. He would be the person to murder people out of all of the animal to murder people, especially because he's literally a tiger, right? Right? Am I right, guys? If Pooh doesn't do a chest punch explosion with the line, "Whoa, this honey pot's so warm," then gets stuck in a dude's chest cavity, it's a 1 out of 10 for me. You know what? That's true. That would be a funny moment. That would be a humorous moment. I would goof, I would gaff, I would giggle a little bit. No one is going to mistake this for Disney, Waterfield said. When you see the cover for this and you see the trailers and the stills and all that, there's no way anyone's going to think this is a child's version of it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hang on, no, that's the wrong one. It kind of like, if you have a look, we'll just zoom in real quick. That definitely doesn't look like Piglet from Piglet? Oh dear. Piglet from Disney. But this definitely does look like Winnie the Pooh. Like, he's recognizable enough to the point where you can go like, oh yeah, that's Winnie the Pooh. This just looks like some hog motherfucker. This looks like, what's his name? Bebop or Rocksteady from TMNT. Like, completely different franchise. I don't know. And on a slightly related, the only movie that's ever traumatized me is Final Destination, because I saw it as a kid and damn. Oh yeah, that's like watching Saw as like a 12-year-old, and you're like, oh yeah, this is good. This isn't what I thought it was gonna be. What the fuck? On another note, this is Winnie the Pooh adjacent, and I saw this under the comments of somebody posting these photos. Is this video here? Yeah, there's a Winnie the Pooh horror film in production, but nothing will ever be stranger than him talking and singing about private parts. You hear me? Nothing. This is bad, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into this.
People you see every day might want to touch you, and sometimes that's dangerous.
Oh, what do you mean, Pooh?
Well, there are certain private places on your body that nobody is supposed to touch except you. Your bathing suit covers your private parts. Sometimes your parents might touch them if they're dressing you or bathing you, or the doctor has to touch them when he's examining you. That's okay touching.
Oh, but is there touching that's not okay, Pooh?
Oh, yes, Piglet. And that's the kind of touching that gives you a funny feeling inside. It feels wrong because other people shouldn't touch your private parts.
But Pooh, what do I do if somebody tries to touch me that way?
Now, here's the important part.
If you didn't think that this, like, Godzilla-looking motherfucking version of Pooh Bear, somebody in a suit dancing around talking about private parts and shit, was disturbing enough, wait until the end. Wait until we get...
Anybody tries to touch you anywhere in a not okay way, a way that feels wrong, tell them no.
No matter who they are, Pooh?
Absolutely, Piglet. It's not always a stranger. Even if it's somebody you know, or somebody you've seen at home, at school, or in your neighborhood, you have to say no. If someone gets too near to your private parts, say no loud and clear. That's being smart.
I'm not very good at saying no. Could you show me how?
Here's how. Say no. Stop that. It's not okay with me. No, don't do that. I have the right, you see.
They turned it into a musical? Like, it's a good message. I understand what they're trying to do, but come on, man. Why do they have to make it a fucking musical? This made me cringe so hard. Like, I don't like that. This is worse than the fucking horror film, let's be real. This is miles worse than any fucking horror film ever could be of Winnie the Pooh. Is my internet shite or... Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting some shit on... on my OBS saying that I'm not connected properly. This is not good. I wonder what's going on. Let's see if we can fix this. Let's see. I've never had an issue like this on the previous stream, so I don't know. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we are having technical difficulties at this time. Give me one moment. I'll see if I can sort this out. Broadway the hard way. This is kind of sad. This is a sad moment. Okay, no, it's definitely my end, but I don't know how I'm going to fix it. This is so bad. I had so many things I wanted to talk about this stream. I said at the start that I didn't, but now I do, now that it's starting to fuck up. Watch this be like an hour and a half stream, and half an hour is just me trying to fix this from being like shit. If I change the bitrate, will that fix it? Can I fix the bitrate mid-stream? If we do... that, will that work better? The 1980s were a foreign time. I love these old shows. Oh yeah, they definitely fucking were. There was something different. Is the stream fixed now? Are we doing okay? Are we doing alright? Did we fix it, ladies and gentlemen, or did we not? Are we still fucked? I don't know. I'm freaking out, man. It's not working. Okay. Alright. Are we back? Are we back, ladies and gentlemen? Are we working alright? It looks okay in my preview, but I don't know. Come on, man. I'm trying here. It's like wrestling a fucking alligator. Alright. I think we're back. Ow, fuck. Hopefully that didn't fuck with your ears too much. I think we're back. I think we're okay. Anyway. So I've got another subject that I wanted to talk about. And I kind of, there's a little Twitch meta downloading some porn. Currently, yes. Maybe I should close all the tabs, and that would be, that might help out a little bit. I don't know why it's freaking out so hard. It's really just not having a good time. Your call is important for us. Please wait a moment. Okay. So there's this new Twitch meta of people watching the Amber Heard Johnny Depp case live. And guess who started that, ladies and gentlemen? Was it not 3 episodes ago that I was doing that exact same thing? Twitch streamers just love what I'm doing. They look at me and they go, this is the pinnacle of content right here. Ike Palmer knows what he's doing. Saturday Ike Live, that's a brilliant idea, brilliant show. Brings in all the numbers, all the fans. But since they started doing this, people have not been a fan. Right here we have Bruh Taro 2131 10.3k likes. Now that's a decent amount of likes on Twitter. That's pretty good. But absolutely no shame. Asmongold making videos on the Amber Heard trial. Now, let's be real here. There are some... I promised to myself that I wouldn't cover this anymore because I've kind of been, like... I kind of got sick of it because it's kind of like... I've seen it so much. Like, it's just overdone, like, in the media, you know what I mean? And I don't want to talk about it myself, personally, anymore. Unless there's a concrete decision made, which I think we're nearing the end of the trial now. We're probably about a month out, I think. But Asmongold has been doing the Amber Heard Johnny Depp case meta of streaming it live, commentating over it. I use the term commentary loosely because he hasn't really been saying all that much. But do you guys not remember, but a few months ago, he literally fucking did the exact same thing. Well, not him, but like Pokimane was streaming episodes of MasterChef and Naruto and all sorts of anime, and they weren't getting penalized for it. Nobody gave a shit. Nobody fucking talked about it. There was some commentary dudes who were like went on about it, but besides that, nobody gave a shit. Everyone was like, yeah, that's fine. Watch a fully fucking copyrighted show and leave it up on stream for everyone to see. Rebroadcast it and don't add anything. Sit there and eat your fucking lunch. Go to the toilet and let the episode play whilst your audience sits there and watches Naruto. Now, that is not fair use, ladies and gentlemen. That is in fact copyright infringement. However, with this, I think it's different because it's live. They're live broadcasting a live broadcast. Now this is where it gets fucking like layers upon layers. The simulation is starting to break down here, ladies and gentlemen, because I think talking about the case itself is okay, and they're allowed to talk about it so much because there is so much memeable and like content worthy clips throughout this case that I haven't even covered because I got bored with it, you know. I think we're doing good now. Hell yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, it doesn't make sense to me because this is content that you can create, you know what I mean? Like, this is content, it's free to use because it's being streamed onto the internet, and so they can use it and restream it and add commentary or add criticism or, you know, anything that's within fair use. I don't see why people would critique it like, sure, it's a defamation case of abuse, but I think the contents doesn't really matter. That's like, you're gonna make the argument that it's bad because of the content of the content. Well, what about all those true crime YouTube channels who not necessarily profit, but, you know, they make money off of talking about people getting murdered all the fucking time? Where are you then? Why are you not critiquing that? Why is there absolutely no shame in them doing that? But when people do this, it's a big fucking hoo-ha. Is it because you'll get those brownie points on Twitter if you make that tweet? Is it because you're going to get more popularity by calling out the badness of it all? Let's be real here. People have been exploiting other people on the internet for fucking ages, and I think this isn't necessarily exploitation. It's just taking something that's popular and reacting to it. I did the exact same thing, and that's not why I'm coping. I'm literally not coping right now. I think I'm speaking straight facts and logic. That's just my opinion, though. You can come to your own conclusions yourself. That's absolutely fair, but that's just my opinion, and I thought I'd put my 2 cents in on that because I don't know, to be able to cope that hard and be like, oh, absolutely no shame. Motherfucker, you probably watch JCS, like... Okay, we're reconnected, ladies and gentlemen. The stream has been fucking dying. I'm acting like an absolute boomer. Asman in the last 30 days has seen a nearly 30% increase in his hours watched over the previous 30-day period. And fuck, you've got all the numbers. 43.7%, that's from Sully Gnome. God damn, homie got all the numbers. Yeah, sorry about that. We keep fucking like, the stream literally died. The stream literally fucking died. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why my internet's having such a hard time. Let's see if we can do the, I'm just like a boomer with technology. So, yeah. What is it called? What is it called? The, we check your speed test, right? My download's pretty good. My download's going ham. Will this fuck with the stream even more? Yep. Yeah, it definitely will. What's the upload like? My internet's okay. Interesting. I don't know why it's having such a hard time. Try reloading the page and see if that helps. I may end the stream and then try and fix some things and see if that works. But I don't think it will, to be completely honest with you. I'm gonna soldier through, see if this works, see if we can get back to what we were doing, back to what we were saying. But if not, I guess I'm just gonna cry. This is the first time we've had any major technical difficulties on the stream. This is so embarrassing. I'm so sorry. Anyway, as we were saying, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with putting gambling on a website like Twitch, especially when you've got something like just chatting, like an IRL category as well, where you can like go out and fucking town and live stream yourself going on a Tinder date with women or whatever. That's understandable. Hey, lay off the boomers, boy. Sorry, my bad. But I think, right, Twitch support. Why would you go after them directly? Why would you try and get these guys to directly Twitch banned by adding Twitch support right here? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to me. And slots themselves, not that harmful. But there is a caveat here. If you can specify that your targeted audience is above the age of 18 or 21, depending on what country you live in and what part of the world you live in, then there shouldn't really be an issue with that, right? For me, I cannot conceive a possible issue with what's going on here. But if you think that he is doing something, XQC or Trainwrecks are doing something morally wrong here, I just think you're stupid, to be honest. I think if you have a wall between and of course, like, it's like fucking porn sites, let's be real. Make sure you're 18 to enter this website. You just click yes. There's no way you can prove it. And the issue here is that they think that, I think H3 thinks that by doing this, it's promoting gambling to younger fans and promoting it, like saying it's such a good thing to gamble and do this and do that. I don't necessarily think that's true. What I think is happening here is it's just people who like to gamble and they're live streaming. It's something they like to do and they're sharing it with other people. There's nothing inherently wrong with that. But they also do advise not to gamble on the stream. Majority of the time, they tell you gambling is a vice and it's something that will make you lose a lot of money. I don't know, man. I don't know how to take that, because trying to go after people's livelihoods, which is something he used to be against, by the way, but he's just going for it. I don't know anyone who's over 18 and a fan of XQC, honestly, haha. Well, yeah, but I don't think XQC's... I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But, I mean, to be fair, XQC is kind of like... That's his target audience is children, absolutely. But I think if you specify that this stream is 18 plus and you have to be 18 plus in order to watch this stream, then I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that. In fact, they had a debate, right? XQC, H3H3, Trainwrecks all had a debate, and this is a clip from the debate. We have the full debate, so we're going to be getting into that shortly, but we have a clip from the debate, which it just it epitomizes what the whole debate is, basically. That's this clip right here.
Guys, look at I drank G Fuel. Guys, get code XTC.
There's a reason they're paying you $1 million a month. You could say, "Hey, fool, fucking don't gamble." That's an important
No, I
thing.
still agree with that point. I never backed down from that point.
Legitimately licensed. This is what we've moved to. This is why this is just a fucking show.
I love you, but
Pander to fucking drama
I never backed
viewers.
away from that point. I never backed away from that point. I still think
What are
it's
we
bad.
doing?
I think
No,
you're
they are
getting the bag
losing
is one.
Okay, that point right there, what are we doing? Who would have thought XQC would be the bastion, the face of normalized conversation, not spurging out in a fucking conversation? Who would have thought? Drake lost like 2 million gambling. If that's not a good way to say don't gamble, then I don't know what is. Exactly. If you're going to watch people gamble on the internet, and don't get me wrong, I know gambling is a vice. Gambling can be quite addicting and it can be quite a problem. I know people who have gambling problems in their real life. But if you're going to watch someone lose $2 million on the internet and go, I'm going to invest in cryptocurrency and then put that into a gambling website, you're the one who deserves to lose money. That is incredibly unintelligent. I don't think, like... They're literally like, it's do as I say, not as I do kind of thing. And of course, people are going to see their role models like Drake or whatever, gambling millions and millions of dollars and be like, I can be like him. I can lose all that money. And the issue with CSGO Lotto, right? was they were gambling with money that they didn't have. They were getting given tokens and money from other companies, from the companies. They were sponsored by them, or in the case of CSGO Lotto, T Martin and Syndicate owned CSGO Lotto, so they could get unlimited tokens to do the gambling. And that's why it's bad, because it was rigged. It was a rigged game from the start. But if it's authentic, real gambling, if you're not advertising it to children, if you're specifying that it's not for children, and you're still losing, and you're saying it's bad to gamble, which is what Trainwrecks does, by the way, I don't see what the issue is. They sound like little children arguing, talking over each other. Yeah, exactly. It's literally like not one of them can fucking have... Because this is supposed to be a debate, right? This is supposed to be a conversation. It says right there, conversation. Right here, conversation. This is not a fucking conversation, man. This is people screaming at each other. And I understand that internet debates and like internet personalities can get pretty hot under the collar. They can get pretty heated. So, yeah, makes sense that it's going to end up like that. But, come on. Keep it real. Keep it real, motherfuckers. Anyway, let's finish this clip and then we'll get into the actual debate.
Thing, right? And by the way, it's not a bad thing.
Money, and my affiliates show that. They are losing money on me.
Friday Fireball, boys! Friday Fireball!
You have. I was gonna say.
Let's get fucked up! No, you don't get to do that.
I have worked with. And also on top of that,
whoa, let him finish his point.
You don't.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point.
No, you won't.
Wait, hold on.
Finish
Respond when he's done. Respond when he's done.
You're not getting paid on the age.
Specifically.
Go ahead.
Okay, stop mobbing. Stop mobbing. Just listen.
Respond when Hassan's done.
Guys,
So that's literally like the most fucking chaotic clip I've ever seen of a live stream. Wait until we actually get into the debate, because people bring up a couple of good points. However, I'm not going to say I agree with them. Imagine getting addicted to gambling, LeMay. Just get addicted to drugs instead. The fuck? Okay, I'm going to disavow that comment hardcore, but yeah, alright.
I never said he's dumb. He's very smart. I like
This is the actual debate, by the
thanks, man.
way. So we're about to go full React Andy mode. We're going to do full Asmund Gold with the Amber Heard trial and not provide any commentary over this footage. The next 33 minutes is going to be me sitting here absolutely silent. That's not true, by the way. I'm not a fucking loser. I actually know how to do commentary. But we're going to watch this and we're going to give our opinions when I think the opinions are absolutely necessary.
Sometimes.
Thank you. Sometimes I'll start with that. That's a good way.
I slipped it in there. Maybe I shouldn't have. Okay, let's just forget about it.
Okay, Hassan, what do you want to say?
Okay, first and foremost, I think that gambling streams, especially when it comes to slot streams, are really bad. I've been saying this since day one. This is my day one argument. I think it's terrible. And if you want to understand why it's terrible, look no further than Trainwreck's own personal experience. Train, do you want other people to be subjected to the same experience that you yourself have subjected yourself to?
He says
because the reason why you get paid $1 million a month from Stake is not because they're fucking idiots, but because obviously there is a return on their investment there, where a bunch of people are getting caught up in a similar problem. That's the issue at hand.
If you use that as a content pivot or a content guide for you, no content will ever make sense. If you say, "Oh,
why?"
Because I feel like it's just an odd argument.
It is, and also
no, I don't think it's an odd argument.
Not. He's
I don't think it's an odd argument at all. There's a reason why. There's a reason why. There's so much regulation around gambling and also even alcohol and other vices, right?
He's answering a question that was posed to him.
Yeah.
Let us
first, let me respond. No, because Hassan asked me a question first. Did he not? Yes, he did. So let me answer the question from that Hassan asked me.
Come back.
And then he can respond to his. So let me answer your question. The way I go about it, from when I talk to him, okay? I stay transparent as possible, and I show the reality of gambling on my stream. You understand? By not taking any of this bullshit, shady deals, no fake money, I show new people who might have not seen gambling before the real bullshit of gambling. You will lose, and you will be very, very, very lucky to even break even.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, right there. Trainwrecks debunks the whole argument. He is open with his gambling on his streams. He's open with the fact that he's not getting paid off by stakes or whatever it is. They give him money because he's their sponsor, but he doesn't take any shady deals in which he knows he's going to win. He gives the audience the reality of gambling, the true facts, the authentic view of it all. Mac Jr. says in chat, the way they aid a false perspective of gambling as a game currency, digital currency, or numbers on a screen, and not real money, which can be digital, doesn't sit too well, but adults are adults. Yeah, exactly, that's true. They slant it in a way that makes it feel like you're not really losing anything because it's just numbers on a screen. It's just little pixels on a screeny, as a wise man once said on twitter.com years ago. But in my opinion, like you said, but adults are adults. They have to have the general life experience and discretion enough to be able to take that information and deduce whether or not it's a good idea to put money into it or take money out of it. You know what I mean? H3 is so redacted. Whoa! I mean, you're not wrong, but I didn't say it. Disavow, ladies and gentlemen. This is from a 4-viewer Andy here, so I don't think he's going to be putting me on blast on the H3 podcast anytime soon. But let's continue with this clip.
It is a terrible thing. I have a good time. Just wait. The people that are being paid, you know.
Also, I gotta say, I'm glad he was able to get his point out without anyone yelling over him, because that was a very big blow to their argument, I think, personally.
Or me getting paid to gamble on their site. The people targeted aren't new people. It's people who are using the other sites that are gambling regardless. Do you understand? Those people are looking to be transferred onto that are gamblers like me. Any new people, that's why constantly I talk and constantly I stay transparent about how shitty gambling is. My gambling pay, or me gambling,
you can't possibly be making an argument that like what you're doing is a positive, right? Like
no, I'm not doing it. I'm not saying
like educating people on the.
Yeah, and he's literally not even saying it's a good thing either. He's just saying the fact that he's doing it, this is why he's doing it, and this is how he's doing it, in not necessarily an ethical way, but in a way that isn't misconstruing it to the audience and saying, oh my god, you can win so many CSGO fucking gun skins on this, or, you know, whatever. He's trying to portray the reality of the situation to his audience, whether they be underage or not, which I disagree with the fact that if his audience is majorly underaged, that's bad. That's a net bad. Everybody can agree that that's a fucking negative thing all around. But I think we can also agree that if you're an adult and you see someone gambling and you go, I'm going to do that, I'm going to join stakes and I'm going to put fucking $400,000 in it, I'm going to put my whole mortgage, my whole life savings in, and then you lose it, well, that's your own fucking fault, really. I gambled one time, technically won 150, I couldn't even take it out, got kicked out of my account, wasn't allowed to create a new one. Yep, this is what the gambling companies do, man. You win $150, but you're either going to put it back in or you don't get it out at all anyway. So what's the fucking point? You gain nothing from it. Let's be real. Anyway, let's continue with this clip.
A terrible side of gambling, right? That's not what you're saying.
No, 100% I'm not saying that.
Also,
Okay.
Can I just say, Ethan Klein, copying the Ike Palmer style, it all comes down to Ike Palmer, baby. This motherfucker wishes he was me. For real.
This is unquantifiable.
No, he doesn't. He lives in a fucking mansion.
And I think it's rerouting the damage elsewhere. But when I think it's like a blanket thing. I think it's across the board.
Now let me just explain another thing. As far as like the slippery slope argument goes, right? There are certain things that are completely regulated and even restricted to advertise on Twitch, on every other platform. For example, a lot of these gamble streams would not fly, especially ones where like they're staking you. They would not fly on YouTube at all. They would just not. That would not happen. The only reason why we're able to do that here is because the only reason why we're able to do that on Twitch is because Twitch does not regulate it.
I don't care. Is YouTube the law? What?
No,
when,
it's
when
not.
YouTube became the model of our existence?
No, I'm not.
Okay, this is when the conversation gets kind of spurgy because XQC just goes full like fucking freak out mode. He just like defends everything he's like ever done in his life, and he starts bringing up all these weird side arguments. I do want to get into it because he kind of does like. It's like when you listen to a Charles Manson interview, he's speaking facts, but you really, really have to dig to the bottom of it through all of his metaphors and fucking roundabout ways of saying shit to get to what he's actually truly saying. And that's why his core audience is like 16 to like 14 to 16-year-olds. And don't get me started on Hassan. I don't even want to, oh man, Hassan, god damn it, dude. Yo, Ethan saw the drip and copied it, for real. For real. This track when? I don't know. I don't know. H3H3 is the next Ike Palmer video. Who knows? Why I hate H3H3 Productions and the H3H3 podcast. Let's get a one in the chat if you want an H3H3 Productions fucking video, ladies and gentlemen. The juices, the juices for real.
I'm not saying
gonna go out there
that
on the street and do dumb shit. But do they do it on YouTube? Let me Google this. Can I do dumb shit like this in real life? Oh no, YouTube doesn't do it. I can't do it.
Where was this argument for the sexual content, right?
What is
Did the
that?
cutie Cinderella not bring up that YouTube will...
Can I finish my point? Hold on.
Sure.
Just hold on.
Okay.
The reason why said regulations exist is because of the incalculable harm that it does when you're promoting a dangerous vice like gambling, sometimes to even younger audiences. It's not even a think of the kids argument at that point. It's just that
I will too,
it is still a bad and wrong thing to do.
YouTube
and I
does
think your
have casino
personal
streamers.
experience- it's not. It's YouTube does chase
Strict
casino
links.
streamers and gambler streamers though.
It hurts them. It's not like they're getting paid hundreds of thousands, if not millions behind the doors. But no, they don't get the code in the description. Oh no!
No, they're
what are we
not.
gonna do?
They don't have
Fuck
to-
off.
they-
The
Why do
code,
you
that's
think-
it.
no, no.
Why
It's
do
the
you
code
think-
that's restricted. That's it.
No.
Why
there's
do
no-
you think there are restrictions around gamble streams and slot streams and just gambling in general? Like, why do you think you have to leave a
Get this
certain?
thumbnail.
Why do you think you have to leave a certain state in order to be able to gamble freely on an offshore gambling website? Why don't you go to a regular sweepstakes website, for example?
Because American laws are the way they are, and
Yeah. Do you understand why there are laws around this specific issue?
See, I like it when Trainwreck speaks because XQC just gets the whole argument derailed, like hardcore fucking destroyed. It's so sad because, I mean, XQC is smart, but like, he's not that smart. Hassan destroys him with facts and logic.
same way that there's laws with drinking, smoking.
Agreed.
Right.
Agreed.
It's a vice. It
Okay,
causes
yeah,
damage-
bring up, but-
it causes damage to people.
Would you
their
do an
families,
affiliate? Would you do
their
an
mental
affiliate
health.
code?
It's
Would you do an
dangerous.
affiliate code for smoking cigarettes on stream if you were paid enough money?
I
And
don't know.
and
You were the one sitting here.
Okay, this may be a base take, but fuck yeah, dude. I would smoke a pack of Marlboro Reds live on stream for money. Fuck yeah. Who wouldn't, dude? If you're getting paid money to do shit, if the bag's big enough, why not do it? If you're gonna scam people out of a fucking crypto shitcoin and bump it up, get a fucking whale to put in $100,000 and everybody puts in like 10, you get like $5 million out of it? Fuck yeah, do it. Okay, that's an obvious disavow. I'm joking, by the way. I'm not gonna smoke cigarettes. Cigarettes are fucking cringe and gay. But I think you get my meaning. It's like, if people can do it, and people are willing enough and gullible enough to buy into it, that's kind of their own fault, really, right? Right? Like, sure, it's bad for the people to be doing it, but if you buy into it, it's kind of your fault. And you know the risks, I mean. Like, if the Marlboro Man twig were to exist today, everybody knows literally how much damage cigarettes and nicotine and tobacco can cause, but yet they still choose to do it willingly. It's not because there's like advertising that makes you think it's cool. It's just people just get into it because of the social, not even like, there's more of a social stigma against smoke. Anyway, that's a fucking side argument. See, this is what the debate bros try and do. They try and take you off the main argument, the main target.
With Miskip was Friday.
XQC thinks louder is smarter, right? And right, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's true, and that's why it becomes an absolute fucking screaming match, and nobody can hear what anyone's saying. Winnie Blues, mate. Well, look, I'm not an average cigarette user, so cigarette user, man. The way I chose to say that was so fucking like weird. But I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke tobacco. I don't really smoke anything. So count me a square, baby.
Day fireballs, and you didn't see this bringing down.
I'm asking you a
will be an
question.
issue.
Yeah, there's a difference between alcohol and cigarettes. Would you?
Oh, there's a difference.
And there's still
I
regulation. There's
No
still regulation
shots.
surrounding.
Backpedal Andy up in this bitch.
Hold
Come
on,
on.
hold on, hold on.
I'm asking you a direct question, and instead of answering it, you're deflecting.
Let
Would
Hassan
you
talk, at
smoke a
least.
cigarette on stream or multiple bogues on stream, and then tell your fans like XQC, codename Juicer, if you use the affiliate code, you can get a fucking Marlboro Red.
We don't do that for
But it's
gambling, though.
there,
We
bro.
don't do that.
It is
We talk
there.
about... No.
That's why you're being
And as
paid
far
$1
as,
million.
as far as the,
It is
and as
not
far as
a
the
com-
drinking alcohol goes, as far as the unethical
Oh,
nature of
yikes.
like alcoholic content or whatever, I don't know how Misgift's audience demographic, but I've worked with.
Don't get to do that.
I have worked with,
No,
and also on top of
Whoa,
that,
let him
just
finish his
wait.
point.
You don't
Let me
get to
finish my
downplay-
point. Let me
No,
finish my
no,
point.
No, you won't.
Wait,
You won't.
hold
No,
on.
you don't.
Respond when he's done. Respond when he's done.
XQC is good for playing
Go ahead.
games,
Go
that's
ahead.
about
Go
it.
ahead.
Okay, stop
Wait,
all this.
intellectual
Listen,
discussion,
respond
no,
when
not so
Hassan's
much.
done.
I can't speak
Thank you.
specifically for Misgift's situation, okay? But there's 2 points I'm going to make. Number one, in most circumstances, when you are promoting alcohol, the alcohol provider that is
Which a lot of streamers do, obviously not sponsored, but the streamers do drink alcohol on stream, on YouTube and on Twitch. So to use that argument is kind of like a bit of a fucking straw man, isn't it? Because like they do it. They don't have a fucking promo code like you buy a fucking bottle of Smirnoff and I'll get 10% of the fucking funds or whatever, and they're drinking like Smirnoff ice, black ice or something on stream. But it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's a bit of a double standard. Like it happens, people drink on stream and they don't get taken down for self-harm or whatever. I don't think people who are gambling on stream should be taken down, but I think it should be highly restricted. You know what I mean? Anyway,
buying gambling on your inventory will request your demographics to ensure that a certain percentage of it is above the age of 21 or 18 if applicable to the international audience. Now, I don't know if that's the case, but regardless, if Misgift was literally mainlining Fireball and getting fucking absolutely wasted and then drunk driving, he would literally, if he was doing that on stream,
wait a minute.
he would get banned. He would get absolutely fucking.
so where is the equivalent here? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how you can just come up like out of somewhere like that, go fucking drunk driving from somebody playing slot machines on stream. That's like a complete non-equivalence. Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
Fucking banned. Bedmeister
Wait,
unironically got banned for being sloppy as shit and completely fucking straight up drunk. He got banned.
It's a self-harm rule, Hassan, not a fucking ethics, morals, or law rule. You can't. You
right.
can't get
That's
blacked
self-harm.
out dying.
Wait,
He's fucking right. XQC just destroyed Hassan. Let's go. XQC dub, boys. Hassan L in the chat. Let's go.
Wait, what's the ethics behind the self-harm rule then? No, you're right. What's the ethics and the morality behind self-harm? Why can't you show self-harm on Twitch then? Except for slots, apparently. But why can't you show self-harm on Twitch?
Oh, yikes.
What? No, you don't get to. You don't get to do that.
Okay, come on, answer my question. It's a simple question.
I'm not.
Why can't you show self-harm? Why can't you show self-harm on Twitch?
The reasons don't matter.
No, it does matter. It absolutely does
I
matter.
do not
Rangers are
understand
massive
that
Twitch
they're
IPs.
Those reasons are literally the reason why we are having this conversation to begin with around morality and ethics.
Why
Self-harm is not allowed on the content because it promotes a horrifyingly destructive set of behaviors that if an impressionable audience were to follow, they would fucking engage in self-harm. Now, that's precisely why getting fucked up. That's precisely why getting fucked up on alcohol to a degree where you're like, you literally can't comprehend or can't work around.
Okay, all right. Now, I think Mac Jr. brings up a very good point in the chat. Look at this. Look at this shit. Voodoo Ranger official. This is alcohol. This is literal alcohol, right? They're playing video games. This is literally advertising alcohol on stream. I believe that's supposed to be. Hang on, let's see if I can get this in higher quality. Yeah, that's obviously supposed to be a fucking beer can. That's supposed to be a beer can or like an IPA can or something. You know what I mean? Like, these guys.
A lot of hard work.
He's literally drinking beer on stream. He's literally drinking alcohol on stream. How do you use this as a fucking double? Like, they're literally an alcohol company and they're advertising. Like, this is, if you can make that fucking argument, you could literally say, oh, they're fucking advertising it to children. Come on. Come on! If it's being on the website in general, you've got a no fucking argument. That's a non-argument. That content is allowed to be on the website. But if you are making the argument that it's bad to put it to children, absolutely.
And walk around will get you banned because, again, to your impressionable audience, regardless of age, that is really destructive behavior. Now go on.
You would get.
Voodoo Ranger is a brand of IPA too. They sponsor streamers, giving them 2 times 6 packs to drink during a stream. Yeah, and 2 times 6 pack for a normal fucking sized human being is going to get you pretty fucked up. Let's be real. Depending on the standards, the amount of standards are in one of their drinks. Let's have a look. Let's go to the Dan Murphy website. Ranger has, has like a FaZe has. All right, hazy IPA. 0.5% alcohol volume. That's pretty That's not that bad. That's not that high. But like that'll still get you fucked up if you have like a decent amount of it. You know what I mean?
Get
2 times
banned
6
if you did the
packs,
same thing
fuck.
with water. If you were to conduct in a way that would self-harm you or kill you with water, you'd get banned just as much as if it was with alcohol. The end game, possible worst outcome is irrelevant.
What?
It's irrelevant.
Water is not an addictive substance. It's one
You
that you
get-
need.
Yeah, but I think what he means, right? He's got a good argument here. If you waterboard yourself on fucking live stream on Twitch, you're going to get banned for self-harm, right? So his argument is like, of course, if that happens, you are going to get fucked up, like in terms of service-wise. It's just it just makes sense.
For
Oh my
survival,
fucking
whereas
God.
alcohol is a vice, which is a more applicable.
And so he is literally talking. He's not talking about terms of service. He's talking about moral, ethical, and like, you know, those kinds of like standards.
No.
Which is a more
you
applicable
drew-
argument in this situation.
You jumped.
Do you unironically think that, like,
You
self-harm?
jumped. No, you jumped from drinking alcohol to dying on stream. You made that jump.
Dying
I
on
didn't do that.
stream? I didn't say dying on stream is bannable.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
said
I said
drinking
it is.
alcohol to a degree where you are so sloppy drunk.
Sloppy drunk.
Wait, I can't hear you.
I
You got
really
cut off.
feel like
You
we
made
have
that-
XQC's like going so fucking mad that he's destroying his internet. Like me, dude. Maybe that's why I'm just so powerful I destroy my own internet. That's what's going on.
jump. I did.
is-
You did it.
It's so crazy. Like as soon as
And even
XQC,
then-
as soon as
and even
XQC and I
then-
joined the call, we have went from streamers promoting a scam to kids to some like 17 other evolved fucking arguments that I've never heard you guys like. It's the craziest. It's like anything to get your narrative across. It's the weirdest shit I've heard in my life.
Yo, my
the
narrative has been
weirdest shit.
consistent since day
What's
one.
up with
I don't
timeout?
even know. I don't even know if slots or stake is, or the slot machines that they utilize, the IP that they use, which is a third-party IP. I don't even know if they're scammable or not. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me if they're scammable or not. I don't know. I don't even know why we're talking about this.
Can we time out?
I never made that assertion, but I do totally understand why Ethan, given all of his previous experience with like CS:GO lottos and all this other shit, would
Oh, there we go. I brought
experience-
that up earlier.
probably come to that
unregulated
assertion, which
gambling
he
doing it.
sites
He's
It
doing
is
it.
not. Listen.
He did
listen.
what I said earlier. He's doing it.
Oh,
he's
Jesus
lumping it. He's ringing
Yeah,
that
you
bell.
cannot lump
Ding,
that.
ding,
You
ding,
understand?
ding, ding, ding,
Saying-
ding.
I'm not even
No,
saying that. I
but
never
saying-
made that assertion.
That's
But I
what-
do think it's a reasonable one to speculate on, given
These
the
dudes
previous
can't have a
examples of it.
conversation
But when
without screaming
Ethan,
and
when
talking
Ethan
to each
says,
other. Amen.
when Ethan
They try and they're
very
not doing a good
subtly
job.
and kind of in a general way doesn't specify what he means and what he's talking about when he says,
Bro.
let me finish.
so
In my
specific.
past, when you say in my past, I have dealt with these gambling institutions and they can rig their stuff, right? You need to specify. You were in this CS:GO world. No shit, they can
No.
rig their shit. They made their own slots.
No,
they
it was
made
an
their own fucking
unregulated gambling
spins.
site. It wasn't
Yeah,
CS:GO.
They
but-
made their own
Trent-
shit.
Trent-
There's
Trent-
Yeah,
provider-
but it was related to CS:GO. Well, seems like XQC can at least. Yeah, but the issue is people just think he's stupid. He is speaking straight facts, but the reason he has to scream is because no one's actually listening to him. No one's actually giving like his point credence, and then they'll interrupt him. It's kind of like a Bo Black's "Let Me Speak" moment. He's just screaming because no one will listen to him.
Leaders here that are
Yeah,
What's
they
up,
don't
Max?
get that here though. They don't get that. I explained
Look,
it
at the
already.
end of
They
the day,
didn't get
dude,
it.
it boils down to we all agree it's wrong, right? We all agree it's fucked up, right?
I don't think Train does.
No,
but I
Train
don't
said
know.
it's wrong. He
no,
says it's fucked up.
gambling is bad.
Yeah.
Gambling
Okay,
is
it's-
bad.
Okay,
yes.
so then where we diverge is that you say, I know it's bad, but I'm gonna do it because I'm having fun. That's it. That's it. We disagree.
like
You're
many
willing
other
to do
vices
it,
us human beings have.
Whoa.
Right?
but you're influencing
Whoa,
people.
Ethan's
That's the
rational.
I'm not in
difference. And you're being
even
paid
head?
a shitload of money. I don't.
which I use to gamble and
Okay,
I
well,
lose all of it.
The fact that you're losing money doesn't make it okay. It just means you're a bad gambler. All gamblers are bad at the end
No,
of the day.
see, wait, what you just said being a
disagree with
bad
that.
gambler, if anything, now now you have
You're
sold.
being paid
You
to
have done
do
more
it.
damage there than I have on
His correlation analogies are pretty strong within the context. XQC. I absolutely agree. I think he's got a very, very strong argument.
my stream. Saying that me losing money is
impossible.
I'm a. Yeah, you saying that.
I
telling me
said
that
all
me
gamblers
losing.
are bad.
Okay,
All
there's a
gamblers
point
are-
on that as well.
You
that I
saying
want
that
to
I'm a bad
You are
gambler
being paid.
implies there's a good gambler.
No, I just said all gamblers are bad immediately afterwards, so there's no need to latch onto it. We all agree it's bad. You're being paid $1 million a month plus to do it, and so you turn your head to doing a bad thing.
Okay.
I
I
don't
don't
agree with
turn
that.
my head to doing a bad thing.
There's
I
an
do it because
additional,
I
there's
do
an
it
additional
regardless.
point to make here.
I don't need to get paid to do it.
What can I say?
I don't think gambling is inherently bad. Gambling can have traits that make it addictive and get like, but that's like anything. You can become emotionally addicted to anything, and that's the same kind of addiction that gambling is. It's not, you're not physically addicted to gambling. You're not like, oh my god, I have to go gambling, otherwise I'm gonna have withdrawals and my fucking gonna scratch my skin off of my body and my brain's gonna fucking combust. No, it's an emotional. You get the dopamine release from it. It's not like I don't understand why people can't get this through their head. There are different kinds of addiction. There are different kinds of vices. You know what I mean? That's just
Talking about
you're
train
willingly
wrecks.
doing
You
something
talking
you
about
know
how
is
you're a
bad.
deterrent. You talking about how you're a deterrent train wrecks is not a good argument
Train
either,
wreck,
especially
train wreck.
train wreck.
I'm not
Tyler.
providing an argument,
talking about
Hassan, to
Okay,
why
you
to
talking about that doesn't
rationalize
mean
it.
anything because here, you and I both know this because I'm a fucking addict myself, okay? And
What?
even on like Grand Theft Auto roleplay when I was playing No Pixel, it was with fake fucking money. You and I both know that you see those wins and you're like, oh, I could get that too. Because the wins outweigh and completely overshadow the losses. The wins are a significantly more important motivator for people to go out and gamble than the losses are as a deterrent. So you could be losing for 19 hours in a
Without
fucking
a-
row,
without
and someone could be
context,
watching you for
yes.
19 hours,
Without
but they see you get
context,
that
yes.
win and that dopamine. Dopamine is what guides them to do this.
Without context, sure, but with the way my streams are structured, I don't believe that's the case at all. I think the way I gamble and the awareness I give, I think it's doing the best it can for new gamblers. You understand? I'm gambling for me. I'm gambling for fucking fun. That's what I do. Do you understand? I'm not pushing toward this younger audience. I'm not catering to them. I'm not doing it for the bag of gambling. If I was, I would have taken a fake money deal. I'm sitting there. I'm doing my thing.
I think
I'm
as long
having
as you
fun.
disclose everything,
I like the fact that they're actually listening to Trainwreck, but as soon as XQC tries to talk, they're all like, they all fucking spoke out for some reason. I don't know why. If I was getting paid $1 million for something like that, I would just scam the motherfuckers out of care. I'm taking the M and get the fuck out of there. Yeah, for real. Exactly. Just cash out and leave the site, dude. Don't ever fucking talk about it again. But then again, you'll get like a Mudahar or a fucking CoffeeZilla video made about you. Gambling can be fun with different repercussions other than game-such activities. This is true. This is true. Gambling is okay, I guess, as long as you know your limits and shit and you can control yourself. Depends on the person. Some can more easily get addicted to things, some can't. Exactly. And that's the thing. It's an individual case-by-case thing. You can't say your broad audience. Say, for example, you've got a 10,000 viewer audience and you're doing slots on Twitch. If Twitch terms of service allows that, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to not do that. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's not a moral thing. Let's say, for example, 100 people out of that 10,000 viewer stream are going to be more likely to be addicted to gambling after watching you doing it. What are the odds of them actually going through with it? And say, for example, you experience a horrible loss. You preface the whole stream by saying, I don't encourage this activity, I don't encourage this behavior. Where's, you know what I mean? Where's the negativity here? Where's the bad shit? Is what I'm saying. Why shouldn't you be able to do that?
then it's like,
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm disclosing all of my
yeah,
shit.
and it's good you
I'm sitting there and
disclosed
doing
it.
my thing. You understand?
I'm really, I think it's really
it
good
comes down
that
to
you
opinions.
disclosed today how much you're making, because I think it's important people know that, who are watching you play.
Okay, no, I generally think that this is like the fucking Twitter bait mentality, where you say, oh, that'll make it okay. They do it. Nah. What about that? They do it. No, but this. Nah.
Wait, what? What is the argument? I'm confused by what you're saying.
It's just pulling more and more, and nobody's you're never happy. We get it. Gamba.
This is literally what... It's funny because, he's not good at conveying his point, but he's right. It's the same thing that happened when Ethan made fun of gay people on his stream. You know what I mean? He made those really out-of-touch and distasteful comments, but he probably used to be able to do something like that and not have any backlash from it, but because he's cultivated this audience and there's this mentality online that you have to, in my opinion, it's all okay or none of it's okay. You know what I mean? That's just how it's gone. That's just how it is. This is Ethan's life now.
Equals bad.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
we
no,
all
get it.
agree. What
If
do
it is
you want?
There's gonna be a next step after that.
We all agree. Gamba is bad.
I feel like if he
Gamba.
does that, right, and you wouldn't
What's
be happy
even
then.
worse? What's
You
even
would ask
worse
for
than
more then.
Gamba is being paid by Gamba companies.
Here's the thing.
Yo, Two Graves in the chat. Ain't that the fucking truth, dude? Saturday Ike Live greater than Saturday Night Live. Amen. Saturday Ike Live superiority. Let's fucking go.
And
Gambling-
not disclosing it, which you did now, which is good.
In a
but-
lot of countries, such as Canada, gambling is legal. These guys have a license in Canada, correct? Yes. There's an
and
older
places in the
demographic that
United
enjoys
States.
it. There's an older demographic that likes watching it, and there's an older demographic that enjoys it,
Show
correct?
me, do you have demographic information?
So why? I posted on my Twitter, yes. So
Oh, you did?
why? Yeah.
what is it?
Okay.
So why is it the case that we've somehow shifted to gambling is bad overall and shouldn't be streamed for everyone, but wouldn't be streamed toward
No,
kids and
They're
promoted
all,
to kids?
they're all
Trent, I got you,
arguing
I got
they
you,
don't
Trent.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and bring up this the statistics that he talks about on his fucking thing. I'm gonna keep playing this clip, and if I have anything else to say, I'll definitely interject whilst I try and find this.
I'm confused.
So
They're
it starts
both
at the top,
valid,
Trent, and
you
it's a
know.
breakdown. It starts at deceiving, paid for gamba is bad. Then it's paid gamba is bad. Then it's gamba promotion is bad. Then it's gamba is bad. Like you just don't
Surprise,
get there.
it's
We
all bad,
understand.
I can't find it. Never mind.
Problem is-
You're correct to varying
No,
degrees.
it's not.
Yeah.
Here's my problem.
That's
My
all
problem
correct
is
to varying degrees. You
no,
are correct.
before
I don't
me
like
and X,
making that.
before me and
No shit.
XQC joined, this all started with scammers, the fuck rigged. That's what it started as. Now we're just sitting here virtue
Okay,
signaling
I
and
mentioned
talking about
this
ethics
already.
and
I don't know
morals.
why you guys are hyper
I
focusing
mean,
on
this is
this.
true. This is true. They're right. They're absolutely 100% correct. All of it, if it's rigged, is fucking horrible. It's rancid because it gives the viewers the impression that they're obviously going to win every time they spin because their favorite streamer did. Their favorite streamer won every time they spun, or did whatever fucking action you have to, pull the lever, or fucking ding ding ding. I was actually going to make a video a long time back about TikTok and its correlation with dopamine release and things like that. Let me know if you got the script and shit. I was thinking about making it, but I just never got around to it. It's the idea is that is the same as gamblers. You don't know each time you swipe up on the For You page what kind of content you're going to get, because this algorithm is highly curated to be exactly for your needs, your likes, your wants. So every time you take a swipe on the algorithm, on the For You page, that algorithm is something for you. So it's a little bit of a gamble, a little bit of a dopamine hit. Am I going to like this video? Am I not going to like this video? Am I going to laugh at this? Am I not going to laugh at this? Will I get that dopamine hit? Will I not get that dopamine hit? And there's a concept in gambling that it comes up quite frequently. I'll try and get the script up, and I'll try and explain the concept. It's a psychological concept. It's like you give little crumbs, like brief reinforcement, brief positive reinforcement to keep them scrolling. As long as they're not saying shit like, "Hey kids, check this out. I just made 1 million. Join it too." Who honestly gives a shit? Yeah, exactly. As long as it's not rigged, who fucking cares? I need to go see you, Hootendale. Have a good night. Have a good Saturday night. Saturday Ike Live.
Because one,
it's serious.
We didn't even it was a fucking. It was a brief aside in an overarching conversation about promoting gambling to people and how that's bad to do. And the reason why I guess you're hyper focusing on it is because it's speculative and it's the only part that is not tangible or
That is
tangible.
incorrect, and you know that.
XQC literally agrees with the rest of the fucking points that Ethan made, so I'm already confused on the rest of this
Look,
conversation.
it's a different. The difference is that you're saying, I'm not saying you can't do it. Clearly, you are and you can. The difference is you've decided not to do it. You agree it's bad. You agree it has a negative effect on the people that watch you. We all agree that not disclosing is even worse, right? Not
As much as I
disclosing that
dislike
you're
XQC, I doubt
one
he says
sponsored
that
or
while gambling on
not
stream what
playing
any
with
of the
your own
other
money.
guys
That's
do.
even worse. But ultimately,
exactly.
is it ethical to be playing slot machines while being paid millions of dollars from the sponsor on Twitch? Is it ethical? No, no, I don't think so. But you.
But if they're a sponsor, they're gonna have to pay him in some fucking way. Otherwise, then that's unethical for the sponsor, right? It's like a double-edged sword. If you don't pay them, then obviously the streamer's not getting paid what they should be, and if you do pay them, then the streamer's getting paid off, and they shouldn't be able to make that content anyway.
You agree on all those
can't
points,
win.
but you continue to do it. So what can I say?
I think there's degrees of it. I feel like
I think
this is my true take. Okay?
I'm not sure how I feel about the next 15 minutes of this conversation because, like, if I think they've reached a pretty definitive conclusion here. You can't really get any more or less right or wrong than this. You know what I mean? So what else do they fucking talk about here? This is probably where the clip that we listened to on Twitter earlier.
I've completely stopped it, but I think everybody's.
Why did you stop? Why did you stop?
I think my opinion.
Why did you stop gambling? XQC.
Okay, I said this on stream. I'm not talking about this. Okay, so Gamba, I'm very easily addicted. Okay, when I play and I play a lot. Things feel weird. Maybe you guys don't get that. Okay, I'm like a dopamine, like a.
Well, that's what gambling.
I've had like a full 4 days after Gamba where things just didn't feel right. Where a normal win, a normal whatever, anything that was positive was kind of flat, like now it was kind of kicking in a little bit, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, your hormones got imbalanced because you got too used to the fucking dopamine hit from winning like a shitload of crypto.
Yeah, you're describing being addicted, you know, and having. Yeah, that's it. And you,
Okay. Which brings.
Do you want people in your audience to get into a similar situation?
Exactly.
That's the question.
Okay. There goes now. Let me finish my point.
The pros and cons is like, do I?
XQC stuttering fucks a bit with some of his points, but I think he makes some good ones. All of them do.
Exactly. Do I let my audience?
But this is a thing. Like they're just going to keep going around and around in circles because they're trying to convince each other of things that are just like inherent values within themselves. So they're not going to convince each other otherwise of anything else. You know what I mean?
Let's get sucked into this, or do I take $1 million plus a month? That's the choice you face.
Okay.
That is such a misrepresentation.
Yeah, exactly what's happening.
Because
that is not what's happening.
No. If the root behavior of your gambling is that you're going to make money and misrepresent it, that's your main goal. To make the bag, misrepresent and scam. Yeah, that's what.
You want to prove? If you want to prove me wrong, train wreck.
No wait.
Don't take the money. Don't take the money.
If your rude behavior
just say, I'm not gonna.
If your argument, excuse me, one sec. If your argument is all around me taking them.
Yeah, exactly. Two Graves, LeMay. I don't know. Just say let's agree to disagree and end the convo. That's who cares. That's exactly. Two Graves got a song on YouTube and it's heat. Hell yeah, bro. I'm gonna go to this. I feel like this is the clip.
People are getting scammed across the board. Is there any evidence that?
No, it says.
I don't know if you know this, but you know there's a risk to even having a fuckload of money in your PayPal. Like there's even a risk to having a fuckload of money in your bank. There's a level that's not FDIC insured.
Okay, all right. I think that's pretty much it for that topic. That went a little bit longer.
Significantly beyond that.
They definitely had a good time though. Oh man, fuck. They just kept spurging on and on and on. Those just wouldn't ever end. I mean, I don't blame them because obviously they have like inherent values that they all believe and one another aren't going to convince the other person. You know what I mean? Otherwise, who knows? Who fucking knows, man? Anyway, I wanted to draw some parallels between this whole situation and the CSGO Lotto, which CSGO Lotto is inherently bad, whereas you've got content like this back in the day, good old phase adapt. Alex, or you can't fucking hang on. We'll do this. There we go. Alex, let's go. Let's watch this classic. Okay, just for reference, this was uploaded in 2016. So let's get into this.
What is going on, guys? It is Alex or FaZe Zap here today with my buddy FaZe Ray, my roommate, my associate, business associate, if you will. And today I'm doing something I've never done before. I've never ever like ventured into trying anything like this. But I always see Norden and Tico and all the guys in the house doing this. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about gambling on CS:GO, like gambling actual like. Can you help me explain this?
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, because I've been doing it more. I want to try it out, so I got him hooked up.
I'm a big-ass noob.
He's a big-ass noob, but he wants to try it out. So
we're on a gambling website, it's CS:GO Wild, and I have $5,000, right? I have $5,000.
It's about $5,000, like real dollars. I mean, maybe like 4 or 5. But
and I'm going to sit on this website, and I'm going to just gamble. I'm going to try to win money and see just how it goes.
And also, if you guys didn't know, just because he doesn't really know completely how the site works, but if you click on deposit skins or buy skins, you can actually like sell your skins to the site for emeralds and then buy more skins and then sell those on OP skins and make real money. So I've actually sold skins before, and it's time to help you sell some skins.
Let's
and
do it.
Make some money off this. Let's get it, dude.
Ready?
What you don't hear about this is the fact that FaZe Banks himself. There's another video that I want to show. So this is basically just like the concept of it all.
I go here, right?
Yeah. So
okay.
how much do you want to start with? What do you?
$100. Let's start with
$100. All right.
$100.
Feeling T or CT? What
Gold.
do you feel? Huh?
Gold. All right, guys. I put $100 on the fucking gold coin. All right.
Say terrorist. Don't say terrorist.
On terrorist. It's called T. All right. There's T and there's CT. Thing has to land on the gold coin. I get $200. If I don't, I lose 100. Yes. 200. So I just made $100 profit. Look at.
See, so you can see how this would be appealing to children. But what they didn't disclose, those $5,000 that they put in, that wasn't Norton's and that wasn't Alex's. That was, in fact, money that they got from CSGO Wild, I think this one was, yeah. Which was, everybody was shitting on CSGO Lotto back in the day, but it came back to it as CSGO Lotto got fucking shut down, absolutely fucking destroyed. CSGO Wild kind of got out of the thick of it, and I've got a Fillion video here, 698,000 subscribers. He doesn't need me to be promoting his content, but we're going to be doing another little bit of a React Andy here. I just wanted to get through the first 5 or so minutes of this video, and then I'll put the link in the chat so you can watch it if you guys choose to after the stream. But this basically encapsulates the whole idea of CSGO Wild within the first few minutes. So here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. No, actually, no, we'll do this one.
Honestly, I'll let you in on a secret. Don't tell anybody I said this, but we figured out how to just scheme so much money out of Hollywood and the internet. We're just running with it.
I know it, dude.
Until the fucking wheels fall off.
Man, dude. Wait, hey, where's your buddy?
So it's kind of like, you think about it, it's literally like those old fucking crypto coins, the Save the Children token, which FaZe Banks was also allegedly involved in. He's always sort of been around scamming people out of their money, trying to make that bag. He's always been doing that. Lol, the days when everyone gambled on CSGO related things. Yeah, for real. Those days were so much simpler and easier. The whole CSGO Paxos gambling sites always seemed bluntly a scam. Imagine gambling for skins, Lamayo, just buy the fucking skins. Yeah, exactly. It in and of itself, it is just blatantly, no shame, a scam, to the face, to the nose. But gambling sponsors, there isn't his money to spend your own. It's his money to spend on the site, plus a little something. Just we want your face / entity to play it. Gamble for literal in-game bullshit. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, that's true. They're not, but they do get a payoff. These streamers and these content creators, they do eventually get a payoff. CSGO Wild was, I'm not sure if they were owned by FaZe Banks, but there was something behind that, the whole skins and everything. They definitely had some kind of stake in it, and nobody ever seemed to fucking chase them down. So I'm gonna post this video in the chat. I just wanted to play that FaZe Banks clip, which is definitely scummy. I'll put it in there a couple times. Add that to your watch later, folks, or watch it after the stream. Feel free to do so. But yeah, it's just kind of embarrassing to fucking play video games and then not just buy the skins. You have to gamble for the skins. Why would you not just fucking buy the skins, dude? Kind of cringe, kind of sad, kind of kind of gay, let's be real. But I wanted to say, FaZe Banks, for all of his drug addicted glory, we have to give him some credit where credit is due. Now, this 7 years ago, right? This is absolutely fucking incredible that he called it. I gotta say, I'm actually quite impressed with FaZe Banks here.
No, but I want to bring this up while the fucking video's going. I had this idea yesterday and it would add value to skins infinitely. You should have a track list of ownership linking to Steam profiles. Could you imagine if JW unboxed a knife and sold it? It'd be obviously worth 10 times the usual amount, right?
Probably.
If you owned a knife and it was only ever owned by, it was a knife that JW unboxed, you know what I'm saying? Or you even, that knife would be worth so much more, and it'd be a lot cooler too, you know?
Yeah.
Like you could check, other people could check the fucking.
I mean, if people care, some people wouldn't care.
People would be like, how?
Another pig!
Man, that was fucking loud. But like, shit.
What?
Dude, people could be like, how'd you get that? And you'd be like, I fucking boxed it, and they can go look and see that you're the only owner of it. So like, you did box it. Because boxing a knife is way cooler than buying one.
Is that not crazy that he fucking called it so many years in advance? 7 years in advance. He literally came up with the idea of fucking NFTs and minting NFTs. Like, how the fuck... Like, obviously it's with a different product at the end of the day, but it's still crazy to think that he practically came up with the idea of fucking NFTs. Although I'm going to say... that just gives validity to the fact that NFTs are just fucking scams. FaZe Banks foreshadowing. Yeah, exactly. Talk about fucking ominous writing, right? Jesus Christ. This motherfucker knew. He knew for sure. There was no way. There was no fucking way. But yeah, that like it's just crazy that and I think inherently, right? Nothing wrong with gambling. Nothing wrong with gambling on Twitch if it's still allowed in terms of service. But when you're promoting like shit coins, like Save the Children, or when you're openly saying, I don't own this, I have no connection to this, let's see what we get, let's see how we go, and then you all of a sudden start winning big, and you get like $1 million, $4 million, or you get like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of skins, and then your audience is inclined to think that that's going to happen for them because it happened for this streamer. That's bad. If it's rigged, you know, if the game's rigged from the start, kid, you know, Fallout New Vegas style. I got an NFT non-functioning testicle. That motherfucker popped, dude. Remember Chaboy HD and as the MLG Pro promoting with skit ads for CSGO towards an audience, and it was 99% male between 14 to 16. I don't remember that, but I do vaguely remember people of that vein promoting it in similar ways. And like this whole I won $60,000, this whole video, hang on. This whole video is literally fucking bait to make people think that they are gonna fucking scam them, you know? Look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Look at this. Read these fucking comments, dude. Adapt and Rain. Do you really think we're that stupid? Oh my god, you guys are so jokes, and Rain always makes me... Okay, that's a positive comment. But like, he wins at 10:37 if you don't want to watch the whole video. Notice he's not really that excited over winning 10k. See, that's... People are starting to clue in here 5 years ago. People spend a whole year working to get 60k, and Adapt sitting here winning 60k in 5 minutes. Fuck! And is that not like a red flag? The fact that, one, he caught it on video. Like, obviously he's not going to be doing it off video. You know what I mean? Like, if he's getting these bad polls, he's not going to be doing it on video or on stream. That makes sense. With streaming, it makes more sense that you're going to fucking do it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. Anyway, we've got one more clip. Actually, we've got a couple more things I wanted to talk about before I end this stream. But I've got one... real bad H3 clip that's in relation to a certain tragedy that happened recently, and I don't really want to go into that because that's like a bit too heavy for Saturday Ike Live. I don't think I am the kind of person you should be getting your information on national tragedies from, but this clip from H3 is kind of unhinged, so here we go.
So there was a big protest outside the NRA meeting, which was good. Do we have any insight into what they're actually talking about there at the NRA meeting that's today in Texas? Someone should bomb that building.
Whoa! Fucking nuclear take, literally and figuratively. H3 out here condoning fucking domestic terrorism. We've got Ethan Kaczynski over here. He's about to mail order a fucking bomb to the NRA headquarters. And notice at the end, right at the end, just listen carefully. You hear that? You hear that fucking?
Bomb that building.
Somebody's fucking agreeing with him. We should bomb that building. His wife, Ela, is just nonchalantly like, yeah, let's do it. What a great idea. Let's fucking go, honey. That's a great idea. That's like nuclear. This motherfucker's retarded. Let's fight violence with more brutal and unforgiving violence. For real. Shit's insane. Anyway, that was just like a little I don't know. It's like, it's okay to make jokes, but that wasn't a fucking, like, just like the inflection and everything is just crazy. Public figure inciting domestic terrorism. That's not very cool beans. Yeah, that's not very fucking cool beans at all. It's pretty schizo if you ask me, to be honest. Pretty unhinged. Pretty fucking unhinged. Anyway, so we've got the last topic on the docket for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Something I wanted to bring up. Hang on. One moment, please. Okay, here we go. One last topic I wanted to bring up. H3 is literally Jewish. I don't think he's in the place to talk about such things. Whoa. Okay. I mean, yeah. To be fair. Here's a little article I found. Halsey's record label won't release a new song until it goes viral on TikTok. Is this the future of the music industry? Is this the future of the music industry? Motherfucker, if you're working in the music industry, you know that it's been this fucked for ages. I'm just going to read this and I'm going to give my thoughts, because I've had a little bit of a ponder about this, and this is something that's got me molding, it's got me seething, it's got me writhing. On Sunday, popular American singer-songwriter Halsey shared a video. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, I don't fucking care. Shared a video on TikTok with tinny music in the background, on-screen text reading. Basically, I have a song that I love and I want to release ASAP, but my record label won't let me. I've been in this industry for 8 years and I've sold over 165 million records, and my record company is saying that I can't release it unless they can fake a viral moment on TikTok. Everything is marketing, and they are doing this to basically every artist these days. I just want to release music, man, and I deserve better, to be honest. I'm tired. The 30-second video did what Halsey's label wanted, though probably not how they wanted. It gained over 8 million views in 24 hours and sparked massive interest amongst fans, TikTok users, and industry observers. This is probably the TikTok. I can't be bothered to put... fuck. Jesus, that's loud. You can't change the fucking... the loudness on TikTok, on the mobile... not mobile, on fucking, like... what is it called? Fucking... desktop platform. So it's just going to be ear raping no matter what. Dude, it's so sad how people who want to make music being forced into binding contracts and forced unrealistic social media presence. And I'm going to get into that very shortly. No, I'm the future of the music industry. Fuck yeah, Two Graves. Shoot for the stars, brother. Comments on the video were divided between those expressing support for Halsey's predicament and indignation at the record label, and those who saw the post as the actual marketing scheme the label wanted all along. Which, I mean, shit, they're right, and it worked, so, I mean, who's the fool here? In a second video shared 2 hours later, Halsey pushed back against accusations of fake outrage with a recording of someone speaking off-screen, ostensibly a label representative, explaining how the viral TikTok campaign would need to play out for the song to get scheduled for release. Throughout the explanation, Halsey stares despondently into the middle distance before saying, "I hate this, it just sucks." So, okay, this is all just, like, bullshit article filler, because all articles are just article filler. But a while ago, I was having a conversation with a friend, and it made me think, maybe I should talk about this on stream, because it's really, like, I suppose it's true. When... you guys know the legend of Robert Johnson. Robert Johnson was a blues artist from, I think it was from Louisiana, I think. And he basically was like the start of blues, right? His landmark recordings in 1937 and 1936 and 37 displayed a combination of singing, guitar skills, and songwriting talent that has influenced later generations of musicians. He's now recognized as a master of the blues, particularly the Delta blues style. So, when he first started making music, people would know him as that guy who didn't know how the fuck to play guitar. He didn't know how to sing. He didn't know how to do anything. And he went missing for a few months, and nobody knows where he went for this period of his life. And people theorize that Robert Johnson did what they fable in a lot of songs and popular media, is go down to the crossroads and sell his soul to the devil. Now, I think, personally, now this is well after Robert Johnson's died, he became popular and his music became recognized, right? Apparently he couldn't sing or play and sold his soul, but he really just got a mentor. I did a thesis on him. Exactly, he just got a mentor. And this is what I'm going to get into, right? The metaphor for selling your soul to the devil really It's just you signing to a major label or you selling out, basically. That's selling your soul to the devil, selling your soul to the corporation, and you're just becoming another cog in the machine. So with this Halsey thing, it's like, or Halsey, I don't know how to say her name properly. With this thing, is basically just like a bit of a confirmation, you know, you as a musician or an artist of any kind, or a content creator, it doesn't matter. Your heart, your soul, your existence is the content you make, is this music you create and the stuff that you put out into the world. By signing to a contract, they take the intellectual properties of your creations and they take and own your soul. It's just a metaphor for selling out, for signing to big business, and that's why I encourage all potential artists to try as hard as they can to, if you need to sign for distribution rights by a record company or a label, but do not ever sign songwriting credits or intellectual rights to a company, because you will be fucked. You will not be able to release shit that you want to do, but people don't realize, people don't read the contracts, man. I had a moment then, Jesus. People won't read the contracts that they sign. They go, oh my God, I'm getting signed to WB. I'm getting signed to fucking Virgin Records. I'm getting signed to fucking Discreet. It doesn't matter who you get signed to. It matters your distribution. You can be completely independent and successful, though it is a lot harder because, you know, if you sign to a major label and you sign over your intellectual properties, you're going to be able to be advertised a lot easier. But I think it's very important for artists and creators to maintain the intellectual rights to their creations, you know. Signing independence to corporate. Exactly. And that's why indie creators, it's harder for you to get popular, but that's why it's better to build sort of an underground kind of underground cult following and then build it from there, as opposed to just being very, very popular from the get-go, because one, your career is just going to fizzle out, and two, you're not going to have a lot of fans who are coming back to your content, you know. Similar shit to how when rappers get out of jail. Hang on. Shit, I missed so much in chat. It sucks ass because some of those artists blow up with one song and that goes huge and they don't know any better and they sign a shitty deal. Exactly, and that's why you always read the contracts, man. Always read the fucking contracts. Sure, yeah, it offers a few million, but at most times they don't read it all. Exactly, and then it comes back to bite them in the ass. Signing independence to corporate. Similar shit to how when rappers get out of jail, people think they're clones because they look different. Yeah, that's like the Paul is dead theory. Paul fucking McCartney from the Beatles because he wasn't wearing shoes on Abbey Road record. I don't know. I don't really like the Beatles, to be honest. Controversial opinion, I know. Like, no shit, they're gonna look healthy as fuck, bro. He's been in jail for a year or so and hasn't had any drugs and shit. All this BS is why I'm never signing a contract in my life. I want to create my own label with no bullshit. Exactly. It's better to be an independent creator and make your own stuff for the sake of making it, and that's what my last video was about. It's about making stuff for the sake of creating content, not for trying to get big, not for trying to get money, not for trying to get clout. You're doing it because you love the craft, you love what you're doing so viscerally and deeply that you're willing to not make money off of it and just have it as a hobby because it's what you want to do and you love it that much, you know what I mean? I don't know. Gucci Mane was the big clone conspiracy. I'm not aware of this. I'm a bit out of the loop, to be honest. I think I do remember hearing about this. Kodak and Gucci, to be honest. I mean, like, it makes a lot of sense for, like, I don't know, if these creators aren't, I don't necessarily believe it, but if these creators aren't cooperating to the will of the record label, but they're still, like, the record label knows that there's still a lot of money left in these names, they're going to implant someone who's a bit more controllable, you know what I mean? I don't know. Well, okay, one thing about Kodak was weird after he got out of jail. What is that? What is that, Two Graves? Please indulge me, enlighten me, if you will, if you would be so kind. Dude got new face tats professionally done in jail. Lol. Yeah, that's a bit sus. There's something wrong about that, for real. That doesn't seem right. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk about. It's a pretty important topic to me, in my opinion. It's something that should be, all creative types should know to be yourself and to be independent when creating content. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, probably mostly gentlemen, we'll look at the stats after the stream, but it's probably mostly gentlemen. It was excellent to have you here. Wonderful to see you, Mac Jr., Two Graves, and everyone else who joined the stream. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching all the way to the end. This has been another excellent episode of Saturday Ike Live, if I do say so. We peaked at 6 concurrent viewers. That's a bit of a record here at Saturday Ike Live. I think we actually got 7 viewers at one point, which, damn, that made my heart flutter, dude. Be sure to like the stream if you haven't already. Smash that like button, share it to your friends. Make sure that you know Saturday Ike Live will be here next week at the same time as we always are, with some new stories that I'm going to be bringing to you, some new topics. I don't think he's a clone or nothing. Just shocked me when I saw him get out, to be honest. Yeah, true. Definitely all dudes. Peace, Ike. See you all next week, next Saturday. Peace, everyone.